say make her come. She give me vanilla, make her chop. Then I party Jamila, we carry bum. When they make my medulla, they malfunction. Vanilla say make her come. She give me vanilla, make her chop. Then I party Jamila, we carry bum. When they make my medulla, they malfunction. I want that, baby want that. Say as you fine like a mommy want that. Just because you fine like a mother, team back me say a lot of yeah myself. She don't call me daddy, love me when they calling me a laddie, killer, all over the world, one me. And I know they carry last, even though say I they try relax. Girl, you know your friend they carry ash. It's you they do me, I know like I'm. And I know they carry last, even though say I they try relax. Girl, you know your friend they carry ash. It's you they do me, I know like I'm. Vanilla say make her come. She give me vanilla, make her chop. Then I party Jamila, we carry bum. When they make my medulla, they malfunction. Vanilla say make her come. She give me vanilla, make her chop. Then I party Jamila, we carry bum. When they make my medulla, they malfunction. Belly for your body. Spending all my money. She got it, buddy.
Ooh, girl, that's making me hot.
If they want Tongo lawyer, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over there. Over them all. If they want Tongo lawyer, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. If they want Tongo lawyer, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. 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 Over them. I dey sip my mattel. I been down with my cartel. Number one, no forget. If you dey vex, make you go kick your bucket. Oh no, I love it, take it too. I swear to God, they love it, change me. Them go run back for my messy, but them won't play me like Messi. Shake me, let me they call my phone. Let me they call my home. That feel like slow, but I fly over them like drone. Oh no, over them all. If they want Tongo lawyer, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. If they want Tongo lawyer, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. Over them all. Over them all. Over them. If they want over them all.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my. Wise man said, follow the stars. There you shall find a piece of advice. If you hit your enemies, enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. Got here with no sacrifices. Everything was taken, still had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit. Vibe killer, bloody somebody time. Protect my energy from your bad aura. Then my pastor say I be my healer, everything I desire. I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get yawa, come on, one sit down. I go just para, come off my jigger. I go just play, follow my dream. I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. You no fit kill. You no fit kill. You no fit kill my vibe.
Low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking. All my guys them know me. Low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking. All my guys them know me. Low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking. All my guys them know me. Since 06, I've been writing this story. you ask them know me. I know they blow trees, only lonely me lonely. Music chose me, just know this and know peace. I dey low key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wine for me slowly.
I love me, I see now you wake me believe her. I be like the boy, I be seen her. Yeah, nobody will be over. The love that they go far. Who's in go to the labor? That's how they believe me shit. Mandala don't even be too bad. In that that's a shit.
Don't look at this logo. Body they draw me like a bono. Body they rising like no. I say color your braco. Don't look at this logo. Kelly they passing my pololo. Can make a salute your komodo. Girl, if you balance Diego, I give you paper. But no go do me Diego, my Maradona. Girl, if I lap your sueto, I'm a farisa. Girl, your back, keep it canedo. And I can follow your cresco. Tonight, I'm a cresco. Pay for your waist, and I can pay for your lace. A day for your waist. Tonight, I'm a cresco. Pay for your waist, I can pay for your lace. Girl, if you balance Diego, I give you paper. No go do me Diego, I'm Maradona. Girl, if I lap your sueto, I'm a farisa. Girl, your back, keep it canedo. And I can follow your cresco.
Switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the hey.
Ooh, girl, that's making me hot.
Drop my top and I ain't got no ops. And I went fin everything to the socks. I ain't switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the door, they ain't even got a knock. Shit been at the door when it jumped out the pot. Ain't no more kids in the hood on the block. Young at 13 with a chop in the mop. Hit your hit counter with a lock in the sock. Mama was a school teacher, she was good at her job. He don't need books for to learn how to rob. Really lit, I don't know how to fly. See with the fish, nigga know I'm a shark. How you go big on large. Remember we were walking on feet, no car. Remember we were broke in the circle on God. Face car valid, I don't even know Mark. Nigga bag shot, I don't even know Minaj. 1,200 horses, one car in my garage. Name in the seats, I don't even know Dodge. Get by smooth if you play the shit smart. See through a fake, ain't no sense of playing hard. Tryna pop shit. Hey. I just woke up feeling like WAP. Drop my top and I ain't got no ops. And I went fin everything to the socks. I ain't switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the door, they ain't even got a knock. Shit been at the door when it jumped out the pot. Ain't no more kids in the hood on the block. Young at 13 with a chop in the mop. Hit your hit. I just woke up feeling like WAP. Drop my top and I ain't got
This
no
one of the
ops.
ones, I swear it is.
Everything to the socks. I ain't switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the door, they ain't even got a knock. Shit
There's a reason why I played this joint a couple times already, I swear.
Ain't no more kids in the hood on the block. Young at 13 with a chop in the mop.
Hold on.
I just woke up feeling like WAP. Drop my top and I ain't got no ops. And I went fin everything to the socks. I ain't switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the door, they ain't even got a knock. Shit been at the door when it jumped out the pot. Ain't no more kids in the hood on the block. Young at 13 with a chop in the mop. Hit your hit counter with a lock in the sock. Mama was a school teacher, she was good at her job. He don't need books for to learn how to rob. Really lit, I don't know how to fly. See with the fish, nigga know I'm a shark. How you go big on large. Remember we were walking on feet, no car. Remember we were broke in the circle on God. Face car valid, I don't even know Mark. Nigga bag shot, I don't even know Minaj. 1,200 horses, one car in my garage. Name in the seats, I don't even know Dodge. Get by smooth if you play the shit smart. See through a fake, ain't no sense of playing hard. Tryna pop shit, better move with a rod. Tryna ride the way they'll pull your card. Hey, how you go big on that? Dry Hellcats, cause they scare all rest. And you know we don't fuck with no rest. Real solid niggas stay down to the max. All day I'm on it to the sky, pitch black. Try to go long, but see, he ain't go there. You ain't in charge, nigga, you ain't throw that. Tell him all black when he ready to go sack. Hey, I just woke up feeling like WAP. Drop my top and I ain't got no ops. And I went Fendi everything to the socks. I ain't switching up shit on God but a Glock. J's at the door, they ain't even got a knock. Shit been at the door when it jumped out the pot. Ain't no more keys in the hood on the block. Young 13 with a chop in the mop.
You ain't never had the fast investigation. You ain't never had the bad hoes wanna date you. You a bad bitch, daddy gotta spank you. My nigga fresh out the pen, he might shake you. You ain't never had the fast investigation. You ain't never had the bad hoes wanna date you. You a bad bitch, daddy gotta spank you. My nigga fresh out the pen, he might shake you. Stendo, I don't ride with no stock clips. If you chillin' with the ops, you getting shot with. Bad hoes up a nigga out of stock then. Yeah, let my shorty in the party with a Glock 10 poppin'. Yeah, bitch, I'm so poppin'. I got pounds, I got keys, you shopping. I said lean, I know green, ain't no Watson. I'ma fuck your life up cause I'm toxic. Wanna fuck her, hit her, duck her. Catch up, little nigga with mustard. What up, bitch? Easy fucking up the summer. Side hoes looking like what a bummer. She wanna suck my dick cause I'm funner. Niggas lame, all he wanna do is love her. Buster, we be fucking undercovers. But we ain't never fuck with her undercover. Feds watch, little nigga, yeah, the feds listen. I just pop a perch, you ain't know my
Girl,
history.
that's me,
You ain't
wow.
never touch no money, you ain't bread with it. I don't even wanna fuck, I'm just head getting. Hey.
Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. You niggas ain't hardly ready. Pick up that load and start it's heavy. Playing it smart, this shit'll get deadly. Can't forget it and can't regret it. As soon as you pick up that pole, he ready. Don't even matter how old he ready. Niggas gon' catch him and try to get at him. Better stay focused and hold it steady. Young and pressure. How do you think at your best when this shit put you up to the test? You under pressure. Tell me what's happening next when your heart jumping out of your chest. That paranoia turning to stress. You see your soldiers less and less. Over your shoulder, niggas get stretched. Iron fist turn to defense. Defense press. Bitches the G in the flesh. It ain't GES. I just felt like flexing. What's your first impression? Better second guess it. What's your first impression? You in here with some steppers. Throw a switch at whoever. Aiming at whoever. My chain changed the weather. Got a whole lot of change on my schedule. Big ring and bezel. Bitch think she's special. Bitch think I'm sweating her. Bitch, I'm finessing. Bitch, that shit regular. Brand new spot. Swerve why you need a brand new spot. Cause when I'm alone, I sit back and plot. All by myself to get to the top. I got a brand new Glock in the spot. Brand new Glock and I'll make it hot. I might let it go off till it stop. You know how I rock. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Fuck ops. Smoke. Fuck ops. Better one, jump, what, jump, what, jump, what, run, what, jump, what. Real Kobe and Rock. I don't even see no ops. Ain't none of them niggas richer than me, so I don't never see no ops. Still got 30 shots. I don't even need no ops. Still put a nigga on Fox. Still on top. You know that. Young niggas got automatics in traffic. Nobody be on their block. If he got whacked, you won't get back. We on yachts. We on jets. Got a plot. This shit don't stop. We having a lot. Yeah.
Listen, somebody said Dirk doesn't really have a hit. Can we talk about it today? Lil Durk, does he really have a hit? Does he truly have a hit?
But I pick my trust, I spend 1 million.
I'm just throwing it out there.
You to know you poppin', I got you.
Something to think
Fuck
about.
these lames, they watch. Fuck all these hoes, they jogging. They don't trust the swag, gotta watch. 100 grand for the cut and I buy it. Switching lanes on the phone, big bag. Telling people they don't know one thing about this. Fucked about something that's written on my face. Each every day I decide by your diamonds. I love you so deep, they don't care what they say. Fuck with you strong if you need it, I pop it out. Private jet over your head, I'ma fly. I'ma find out the issue, I call what you crying about. Medusa like snakes, so I fuck with Versace. We could go with Ferraris, just do Maserati. Same thing, shorty she been on the same thing. Plain Jane, everything. Now you ran to some pain cane. Making sure that girl keep her sane. Fuck what they talking to them thoughts slang. I'm ballin' they dresses that wanted me from. I say fuck him, you know she say fuck him. I don't foot your devil for our hearts on the same thing. Fell in love, I started loving you, then things change. Abuse my heart, I pick my trust, I spend 1 million on a ring. It ain't for you to know you poppin', I got you. Fuck these lames, they watchin'. Fuck all these hoes, they jogging. They don't trust the swag, gotta watch.
The Black Smoke Podcast, hosted by Grindstone, Pinky Killer Corn, and P Stew.
Bring out all your friends. You know they won't fuck on your nigga, let's do it. You know they want all of this shit, they'll do it. No, you shouldn't have left out of this crib, and they know it. In the moment, they laugh in your face, cause you blew. Had a race from my baby,
That's
blue.
what
Religion, we ride on the horse, she the truth.
Baby, I've been on the road, so why would you think that I'm lying to you? I put Chanel on your toes, so ain't nobody look as fine as you. And I'm like, what you mean? I make all your dreams come true. What you mean? I make all your dreams come true. Get you anything you want, so nobody looking as fly as you. You like when I buy Saint Laurent, I know your favorite be designer. And I'm like, what you mean? I make all your dreams come true. What you mean? I make all your dreams come true. Be ready by 3, yeah. What you need, baby? Let's go on a date. Let's go out to eat, baby. I know your ex big man, cause we on this feed, baby. I know your ex big man, cause he is not me, baby. See you in my dreams, it's just you and me, baby. Come on, be honest, baby. I know you been feeling me lately. I know I've been on your mind. I know I've been driving you so crazy. I know I've been on your mind. Might as well go ahead and spend a day with me. Baby, I've been on the road, so why would you think that I'm lying to you? I put Chanel on your toes, so ain't nobody look as fine as you. And I'm like, what you mean? I make all your dreams come true. What you mean? I make all your dreams come true. Get you anything you want, so nobody looking as fly as you. You like when I buy Saint Laurent, I know your favorite be designer. And I'm like, what you mean? I make all your dreams come true. What you mean? I make
Ooh, girl, that's Mickey Rock.
The Black Smoke Podcast, hosted by Grindstone, Pinky Killer Corn, and P Stew.
Well, if they give me the breeze, I'm hot as shit.
Check.
Hold up.
What's up?
Hey.
Good?
Yes.
Me know what hear a ting. that
No.
was some fake ass accent right there.
That was clear.
That was cool runnings.
Yeah, man. Some people, you know, they can't believe Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
You know you're autism. You didn't know you're supposed to remember all that shit.
I remember all that shit. If it's a song.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Check 1, check 2.
Boom, 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 boom.
Check.
Hold up. Black Smoke Podcast. Uptown. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
I like to hear. Oh, baby, I like to hear.
Put something in your ear. In your ear.
Shit. Cane and Coconut got some good ass. They got some good ass shit. They just need a little more cleanup protocol.
What she gotta go
aesthetic.
on YouTube?
Yeah, go to YouTube, and when you go to YouTube, go to Grindstone Universal or Grindstone Media Group.
What you doing?
To find the channel. They probably see us doing all this shit.
Oh, I was gonna tell you to look at the.
Or you can take your
podcast.
shoes off. Okay, that nigga
But okay.
reach.
I was gonna tell you to watch the podcast, but I can't hear you.
I wonder what's up with our fucking curtains game. What's up with the curtains game?
Live.
Did we ever find? We never got no word on that. Yeah, it's not even that hard to figure out. Okay, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you said you with your mother? Oh, what y'all doing? Oh, for RE. I tell her I say hi.
They going to
Damn,
RE for the Mother's Day show?
They at the Art Gallery. RE was. All right, Black Smoke Podcast canceled. Pinky's going to see Rare Essence down the street.
What?
She'll return
What
it
art
the
gallery?
next time. Hey, what Art Gallery is it? Because the customer came in and told me about it too. National Gallery of Art.
Oh,
What
wow.
time it's over?
That's pretty fancy.
Check.
Yeah.
What time it's over? What time is it over?
You know they got an early joint probably. They ain't rocking all night.
I think it says
You
start
be
at
rocking with
7.
the best?
I can't hear you, baby. All right, I'm going to text you.
Say it. No, nobody hear nothing.
I'm going to text you. Love you, bye.
Tie it up there.
You heard me?
Are there holes in it?
Rahan said he could do the 13th.
That's good.
Check.
I never seen that
Hold
joint
up.
done. Is some hooks? Is hooks on there?
Check one.
Oh, so you can do, that's how y'all keep that joint down? So we can't do it now?
There's
I think
no
it's best to
better
do it
time
now
than
than-
now.
Thank you, Ray.
Because tomorrow's too far.
Hold up. Make sense? Makes sense. Hey, Lions.
Hit it with the 1, 2.
Tap. Is this thing on?
Well, I be mobbing like a motherfucker every single day. Making funky hits with my nigga Dr. Dre.
Hey.
The niggas that talk shit get put on their back by my homie named Suge, and it's black for black. Now check facts for a second. I'm checking my records dope. It's still he go for broke. So what's up, Lo?
It's Pinky Killer Corn here with Black Smoke. It's Pink Stew Grindstone. We know joke. Lance and Mickey Rocks on the 1s and 2s. I'm like, hold up, who the fuck is you? Fix the window, Ray. You know we don't play. What's up, Shaq? Everybody know that we all day. UPT, Admo, or Adams Morgan. We smoking on some shit that you can't afford and, they can't record it. That's just off the top. Niggas can't afford it. Like a baby that you can't abort it.
Hey.
In your pockets in your motherfucking face. Like your rent and that fucking pussy taste. And don't rinse that shit, don't waste.
Nope.
Yeah, hold up.
Yeah. That's the mic. Nigga, that was the ultimate mic check, nigga.
Check.
Yes.
The ultimate mic check.
Doom. Are we good? Oh, shit, I be liking to hear. It's like we talking with shit in the...
I know, man.
face.
We can't hear it, man.
I'm focused, man.
Check, man. Check 1, 2, man. The longest Guinness Book of World Records for longest mic check goes to the Black Smoke Podcast.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck it, we
Can the
good.
people
We
hear
good.
us?
If Lance can hear us, if they can hear us,
I
we
like to
good.
shout out
I like that
Beyonce.
unison. That Stu and I
That
just
was
did.
harmony. We was
Yeah.
on our Boys the Men shit.
Yeah. That was that water sign.
saying?
That was that Cancer Scorpio energy that we possess in the Black Smoke Podcast.
Which is what you are now listening to. I'm your boy P. Stu.
It's your girl Pinky Killer Corn.
And I'm Randy Swan, a.k.a. Grindstone.
AKA the Rat Hunter. Rats beware.
Oh my God, man. Nigga, this man is. You're
talking
not
about
Randy Swan.
real
You-
rats, though.
That's my new name, man.
Okay, Randy Swan.
Randy Swan.
Randy what?
Randy Swan.
Swine?
Swan. I know the Swan. No Swan.
Swan?
Randy Swan.
Swan.
Yeah.
That Oakland accent. Had
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Randy
It's
Swine.
working.
What the hell? No pork.
We have
on my fork.
Okay, there we go. We have a surprise unconfirmed guest for next week. She's not confirmed, but Solange. So just keep tuning in. Solange.
Who is that?
What, nigga?
Do we have a commercial or something?
I just, the text need context.
And breathe.
Special guests are good though. Hopefully, the special guest makes it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just awaiting confirmation.
What else is popping?
Man, so
we can hear ourselves now.
well, this week in the news, I don't know if Donald Trump did some player shit or if he did some sucker shit. I don't know what happened, but he looked like a player.
What happened?
CNN. And I'm not a Donald, this lady
Boy,
said
you
she
can't
did-
have a song talking about fuck the MAGA hat.
No,
and
it's
then
all the
say
way fucking
Donald's
MAGA
a
hat,
player.
right? It's all the way fucking MAGA hat. However,
Gotta call him out.
no, but he
Pull up the video.
So the
cue
lady-
MAGA video.
So they did a town hall meeting, and the lady said some, didn't you dun at this time? And then he was like, no. She said, no, yes, you did. Like, it was something about January. He said, you told the people this and responded to that amount of time. He's like, no, actually, I didn't. This motherfucker pulled out a printed out transcript of his
Everything he said?
his Twitter interactions, and he was like, this is where I said this at this time. And then they erased it off Twitter. And I was like, damn, that's some Batman shit.
That was pre-Elon Musk Twitter.
Yeah,
It was.
I don't know.
It was.
I don't know
That
about
erased it. That
But if you ever
deleted
get in some shit, I guess you gotta like print out your Twitter transcript from that
They
controversial
won't get
day.
a
How do you even
if
do
I
that?
had to
How
do
do you
that,
do it?
I wouldn't have
Wow.
a transcript because I wouldn't have been in school because I don't really be on Twitter.
Me
Maybe I have
neither.
to
But
work.
how do you do it? Is you go into your settings and
What you do is
I mean, you
do,
might just be
don't
able to
do it.
screenshot some
We not
shit and
gonna
then
do it.
print that picture up.
That's interesting info. You need to know these things as a married man. You know what I'm saying?
And you
I
know
need to
what?
know
I'ma
all
beat
the
your
ways that she can get my shit. So
And you know what? Mark Cuban, a long time ago, he said, you can delete something you wrote on Twitter. And I think a lot of people just forget that. They just be like, oh man, 2019 was crazy. But you could go delete that shit and people.
You can,
Yeah, you
but if
totally
you're
can.
Mark Cuban, somebody probably saved it.
Right. Yeah, so it
Somebody-
could come up.
These new age media
Yeah.
types on the internet, media
Yeah.
sleuths, web sleuths, they got links and notifications on, and they saving and screenshotting everybody's
Yeah,
shit.
I feel like even if you can delete, I feel like once it's up there, it's up there, and
It's up there.
that's why like
It's up and it's
doing
stuck.
this is.
Now, really, for people who are in school or trying to like apply for some shit, they really, if you got to get it out. Nobody's checking for you. But then go ahead, you might want to double back and delete that after you got that nut off.
When you first got on, when did you
On
first
Twitter?
get on Twitter?
09.
Yeah, everybody I know is like.
I'm not good with years,
Yeah.
but I don't. Twitter is just
It'll
not my
tell you.
thing.
I think you can pull it up and it'll.
Yeah.
Not saying to do that, but if you ever
'Cause I was
want to
about
know,
to do it.
if you ever
Twitter's
wanna
cool
know,
though. Twitter's a cool resource to find out on the spot information or either historical information because it's kind of like a library because everybody submits their take. So say if you're like a author, your book is on Twitter or you probably put your shit up.
I feel like Twitter is a place for you to be reckless.
No, but it depends on how.
I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah,
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah. No,
I mean, that
I've been
seems
very
like
reckless on
that
Twitter.
is generally more reckless on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
I've been
like
very
when I
reckless on
see
Twitter.
if I feel like I love you so hard. If I go on there and be like, nah, man, I'm just gonna leave if I see your shit because it's you represent me, and it's like this.
But it's a
man.
good place to find out stuff though. I
Yeah.
often
Wild
find out
shit on
about
Twitter.
traffic and weather and just shit
That's
that
a good
the
part.
news ain't come or whatever. I'll just be like, not like I'm gonna tune.
But
into
are
the
you
news.
on there looking for traffic and weather, or you on
Yeah.
there talking some shit?
No. Like so.
I go
say
to the weather app.
no, look, no. All right, so look.
He's
So,
welling about the weather.
no, look. Say if I go up.
Welling about the weather.
Say if I
Yo,
go somewhere.
Weather Wellington.
You understand?
I told you my name is Randy Swan.
My DoorDash order is calling. Go ahead. Get the
So
DoorDash.
like say if it's hella traffic down there and everybody's like, what happened? Bam, I'm on Twitter with it, and I get an idea of what happened before the big picture hits.
Okay. Well, you have to be following the right pages for that type
Or you
of
just
shit.
put in the right words,
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to whatever the fuck Twitter is gonna become and whatever it is, but I think that's kind of the most honest place to exchange information because it's kind of faceless. So people aren't really worried about their ego like that. So motherfuckers just be saying shit. Which in the midst of people just saying shit, you get the truth. I think Instagram, everybody is, you know, they
Perping.
bullshit. Yeah, perping, capping. I just got used to the word capping. How you feel about that word?
Well, I've learned from you certain things. I'm born and raised D.C. uptown.
Yeah.
I'm from Georgia Avenue, not from Georgia. I feel like it's
Right.
some Atlanta shit,
Yeah.
and that's cool. And I feel like that we have people adopt certain lingos. I just stick to mine. I speak. I don't try to sound like nobody else. I don't
Yeah.
do too much. But I mean, I get what it means. But we say welling, like I just said. Like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'm revealing my age in this.
I don't even know what I said
Stu,
no
I
more.
knew your DoorDash was gonna be for the people. Yes, it's a good man right there. He's not selfish, you know. Finger the pizza.
So what was you saying before cap? As using cap as
I
a
don't
noun?
use- I've
using
never-
cap as a noun.
I don't use cap though.
No, what do you say? You're
I
bullshit,
said
right?
you
Yeah,
bullshit.
you're
I said you welling.
Yeah, welling was
You
it?
bullshit.
Welling
You
or-
welling.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Welling is-
slicing it. Or it depends on the context, but yeah, you.
Or be like you
welling.
lying like shit.
I was about to say that.
Right,
You
right,
lying like
right,
shit,
right,
yeah. But
Cap is actually very
I have
efficient, though.
never ever in my life been like cap.
No, right, right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm so DC or whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it. That it's not like I'm intentionally trying not to say those things. It just ain't in me.
Yeah. So
Right.
Stu, why New York be picking up everybody's shit?
Why are you asking me like
on,
I'm
D-
the all of a sudden the expert on New York culture or why New York be doing shit? I
He
don't
was
know.
dead ass serious. He
God
was dead
damn.
ass.
Well, I guess you might ask me something about LA or some shit. Why y'all
I mean,
West
not
Coast?
that. I wouldn't ask you that, but
Y'all way closer to LA and
I might ask you something about more specific. But
Niggas, so why New York niggas now? No.
but what was you saying? Why they what? What they
No,
take?
because they freely say cap, right?
Well, it's not. Hold on.
Do they?
People in DC say cap. People everywhere. For real. And that's
Yeah,
that's
I do. Yeah, I think everybody
That's
everywhere
a great,
says it now.
Instead of a segue into another topic we're gonna talk about though, like people, Atlanta is all right. Atlanta is like
You look like Ray X. X-Ray, Ray X,
Right.
whatever.
About to go speak.
so. Look, we're gonna talk about it when we get back though. But like, oh,
Go ahead.
Cap was originally used by cowboys.
All right, Lance
A
said
Lance
cap was
fact.
usually
And what did it
was
mean?
originally used by cowboys.
It's a cowboy term. And cap
Cowboy term
bull doo-doo.
means bull
Oh,
doo
cap
doo.
means bullshit.
Yeah, cap
Every
is
time
actually
some
bullshit.
slang come out,
This motherfucker got to.
So cap is
but
something
every
they
time
use
some
in-
slang come out, the OGs, I won't call you an old head.
This nigga's a
The
fucking
old
dictionary.
heads got
He's a
some old
dictionary. He's
story from
Encyclopedia
from
Britannica
slavery
Lance.
days on how where the term came
so
from.
somebody-
and shit.
You know, actually, this is Lance.
So somebody's
Actually,
granddaddy
I
was in
know.
it?
No, this is Lance. Well, I kind of know the person's father who made the horse that.
You know they from Newport News.
You know, they went to Hampton.
Oh yeah,
She,
no
got, she look
cap.
like you, Pinky. She look like you.
Yeah, I was there when they created no cap. I was there.
No, he wasn't there. He was like, kind of know the person who was there for the person. Like, he ain't gonna give you too much. Nah, nigga, I was there. But it's like, no, I kind of know the person. When they made it up, when the horse shit it.
But I believe it though. I believe the story
Listen,
because
I believe it. I believe him
because
I know
where
he's
else
not
would it
capping.
come from?
I don't know.
Like
Damn,
what's
I
the
said
what's the
capping.
what's a logical like
Okay,
when
I'ma
you
tell
try
you.
and think of a logical
All right.
reason explanation
Yeah.
for no cap? Where
So-
does it come
okay,
from?
so-
like no.
I stand
No, okay,
beside
so-
Lance.
So it has to have
Knowledge.
something to do with
I
a
stand
hat,
beside
right?
Lance's
No, okay,
knowledge.
no.
Me
So
too,
look,
I'm
so
with
look.
Lance.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. Like,
Stand with Lance.
no, look.
Stand with Lance.
No, so look. All right, in Oakland, and I don't know when it started in Oakland. It might be like the 80s. It might even be the 70s. I don't know.
And you
But, like,
he proved this to me scientifically, you guys.
this scientifically
Through
proven.
It is.
Yeah. So like when you say, like say I hear it's Joni, right? Out there is capping, right? So like they was capping, and that was like normal. Then people started calling shooting capping, right? But it was like, nah, I'm talking about like we capping, right? I mean it's normal. I'm sure people in Oakland still say capping, and then
It's
if
something
you
different
No,
everywhere.
but then if you was bullshit,
It seems like it's always a gun term.
I'm talking about but I'm talking about the 80s.
Back
though,
in
right?
my way, it was busting. Yo, you busting on me?
Oh, you mean when they
Pause.
talking about
Now you gotta say
Damn.
pause and
right.
And I'm not here for the
busting
pausing.
on each other.
No, hold on. Mickey, don't pick up your mic. Do not pick up your mic. We don't condone and that type of shit. We are grown. He said what he said. He meant what he said. We are not that
I'm just saying, when we
pause.
was kids, there was no pause culture, all right?
No bullshit, right?
You know what I'm
we are not
saying?
about to implement
That's why
pause
you hear
culture
like the
in
OG commentators
I
in
can tell you
sports.
guys who
They
are
say the
listening
wildest
on
pause.
like
Shit.
Spotify and all those things that Mickey's face is sincere.
Go ahead,
His
Mickey.
face is
Mickey
saying
a young
pause.
boy. That's
We
that
not
young
doing this.
boy
Yeah, that's
shit.
that. Yeah, we grown.
No,
Young
no,
boy
so
culture.
yeah, so capping, right? So capping, then it would evolved into like you walk in somewhere and you see something that you're about to just go wild about, or something, you'd be like, I'm capping. Or it would be used like, I'm just capping. Or it would be like, all right, what's the cap?
Okay.
But it would be kind of like, what's the play? Like, what's
So
the
it
cap?
has numerous definitions.
Is this your
It's
way
like-
of trying to claim no cap? Like for Oakland, for the
mean-
West Side,
I mean,
the
what
West
we are-
Side.
I'm not
See,
gonna
here we
say-
go
you
again.
can
Every
still come
time,
shit.
every time. I think it was the Cowboys. I'm going with the Cowboys story.
And you know what?
I mean, he might
everybody
be
from the
right.
West Coast is from Texas or Louisiana.
So yeah, boom.
So boom.
Yeah. So it could have came from a.
Boom.
It could have, but
He might
you
be
going
right.
with the West Side.
mean
Pitt
shit.
story.
E40 does come up with a lot of shit.
Yeah, I never heard him say no cap.
So we were saying this.
40
This
don't
is
say
what I
that.
was saying earlier. Mickey, then shut up. Nigga, we said, shut your ass up.
Would they say no? That E40 said no cap.
Nah, E40 didn't make that shit up.
You make.
He made a lot of shit up though.
He did.
All right, so look, in DC, what's up? For real, I can only speak from where I'm from. Can have so many meanings. For example, what's up? What's up? What's up?
That might be everywhere though.
You know,
Yeah, I
I
think-
said this. I feel like it's worldwide, but it's universal. I feel like that, but I can only speak on.
That's
our
like, you
shit.
good?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
You
like
good?
you good.
Yo,
like,
you good?
that's
I'ma give New York that
that's
one.
kinda New York.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that's just like
I'm
New
saying
York.
everybody got a what's up
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
thing.
so it's like it has many meanings. It like bitch. You have bitch.
But that's women, though.
I'm just
This
saying
bitch.
it's a word being used in different. It has different meanings depending on the context of it and all that. But it's like
Do you speak any other languages?
Nah, just trap. It's like nah.
that was
so the-
that was
I got-
very
I
cool.
got one though.
So the trippy thing about
fluent trap.
Hold on, I got one though, because like I ran into a girl from
You
Baltimore.
got to ring a bell every time you
nigga.
and you got to come in
Nigga,
front
you
of the
ain't-
camera. Like you,
no.
y'all,
No,
you
no,
and
no.
Lance,
No,
over
Lance
there.
is- no,
We gonna have
Lance
to have
Lance is
segment
fact
y'all.
check. No,
We gonna have to
Lance-
segment y'all, man.
Sidebar.
All right.
Lance is fact check. Mickey, you gonna have to wink over here, look over at me before you get to talking
Can't
shit.
nobody
because
see
I don't
y'all.
want,
Y'all just voices from yonder coming
because I already
in.
have to go through it with these two.
What did you got to say, Mickey? Real quick.
I had to say because like you brought up the bitch things. I was thinking in my head.
I
there's a
didn't
girl-
bring the
Well,
bitch.
no, Pinky did.
Okay.
And this girl I met in Baltimore, she was like, "I'm okay for being called it. Like it's okay to call her a bitch, but if you call her like shorty, she gets offended."
Okay, well, see, this conversation to see it's going left, but you got to ding the bell. I can't speak on no.
She's from the planet of Baltimore.
Yeah, that's just okay. Well, people have their things. I'll say that.
call
Like
me
me,
shorty.
where
You say
I'm
shorty?
and where I stand, depending on like some women get offended when you call them a bitch. What I might say is, or would have said is, prove I'm a bitch.
Oh, well, now this.
Or I might
That
say,
was a standoff.
your mother a bitch.
Yeah. So
You know, I might say, it depends on. I might say your mother's a dick eating ass bitch.
Okay.
And you expect a reaction from those things. You either a person, a man who was, because what else can I say?
and this
if that's
is-
the
this
ultimate,
is
if that's the ultimate disrespect
Black
as a
Smoke.
woman, am I supposed to say, no? I'm gonna hit you in the jugular. I'm gonna hit you in the nuts. Your mother.
But I think if a dude calls a dude a bitch,
That's old.
on my time, if a dude says like, bitch ass nigga or bitch, then it's automatically you got to prove it.
I don't think that women should call men bitches either, unless, like I said, I don't think that.
Or even if a man,
I don't think nobody should call nobody a bitch if it's not in those ways that I just used it in context of a term of endearment. I feel like those could be fighting words depending on the person.
What's y'all road rage word? Like the,
I don't do
your
road rage.
impulsive, like soon as somebody cut you off, what's the first thing you give them? You bitch ass nigga.
No, you know what? I don't. You know what? Today,
Mine is dickhead.
I think mine
That's that South Jersey Philly shit though.
dickhead.
Okay, I gotta
you
do a fact
fucking.
check with Lance. What I be
You
saying?
say
Lance? What I be
fucking
like,
dickhead?
motherfucker. I know. I don't know. I don't think I.
I just realized we was on some pause no homo shit growing up in Jersey and South Philly. Everything we said would get paused nowadays.
Yeah, no, damn near everybody shit, right? Dickhead, oh, pause. Whoa. No, but you know, today I almost had road rage and almost instantly turned it into peace. Yeah, so like this dude, you know, he did some bullshit and then he got in front of me and gave me the finger. Okay, so now
it's on now.
Now I gotta go where you going, which is so stupid, right?
Right.
But I gotta go where he's going now. So then he pulled over, at which point I could have got shot in the stomach. But he pulled over, right? And he's yelling and shit. And so then I was
Go ahead and finish your story.
I'm
finish
sorry,
your
I'm sorry.
story.
What was happening?
We got a notification for the show from Spotify. I was just excited about that.
Okay, see, the phone's down.
Okay, I was trying to say something.
No, so look, I'm telling you how I did the alchemy of rage to peace, right? Okay. So he gives me the finger. I'm like, now I don't even know what I'm gonna do. That's the ignorant shit about road rage. I'm gonna out yell him or some shit.
Any rage.
So I pull up to him, and then he's up there, and he's like going wild, like burning the fuse and shit, right? And I was like, damn, why'd you give me the finger? And he was like, because you could have just waited, you honked. I was like, nah, but you could have been in your lap. I didn't know, the light turned green. Why didn't you just turn? He was like, I don't know. And then he did his own thing to himself and just went crazy.
Yeah.
At which point I just looked at him and kept going. I was like, man, just have a good day. But the finger out the roof made me want to like look for something in my car and throw it at him. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever done that? I have.
One of my good men
I've
kept
thrown
pennies in his motherfucking joke back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was a basketball player with long ass arms. And it was, like, and I'm a different type of, I have layers and stuff. But I was like, and it was like, so this was.
What, through a hard penny or a bunch of pennies?
No, nigga, these were athletic
Loose.
bunches of pennies with athleticism being
Oh,
thrown.
that's
like, boom. And so
crazy.
then she decided, but she did the most. She decided to roll her window down and be like, "It's kids in here." So I'm torn in between.
Now you get the pennies to the face.
But this my man. So I'm like, damn, my man isn't my homie, my brother, my friend. But I'm like, he's like, you want to think about them kids, bitch? When you just did that, because she didn't just put a middle finger up. She did the absolute most.
All that.
Chase and it was like, it was like bullets with a hand. Because this nigga could dunk a basketball. And I was just in there. I just was like, girl, sister girl, you should have just kept it on moving. Because I did say stop. Don't throw them as kids in there. But, you have to be, as adults, you have to be mindful of that every action has a reaction.
That's why they call it road rage, because you really like flick off and impulsively do shit that sometimes you can't get back from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't want to get shot in the stomach.
Oh, shit. Here we go, Lance.
Look, I just had to say the funniest thing that I've ever heard road rage-wise, one of my buddies, we were riding in his Ford Explorer on 495. I'll never forget this. This dude came across like 4 lanes of traffic and cut us off. And he's like, you pussy ice. He called the dude pussy ice.
Hold up, yeah.
And I thought about it. I was like, I guess that is really, really, really bad.
No, but that backfired on him.
What?
I mean, yeah, that was like
Pause.
Tourette's.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No.
That was awful.
That was like but that's the rate. It's like so impulsive.
That-
you don't know what the
that
fuck to
shit
say.
is like, you should not do it because it can go so fucking
Yeah.
left.
No.
I've never had road rage.
What?
I've never, okay, I've had rage, but road rage? I'm not about to get out the car and do all that extra shit.
Well, yeah, nah.
I've experienced being a passenger of one of my closest people having road rage. I've experienced that. But no, I'm not doing all that because after the situation with them pennies too, it was just like, damn, because you might have kids in the car, but you got to understand, when you had them kids in the car, you chased me down, you cussed me out, you flipped the bird, you followed me to get to this fucking point.
No, you know what I did do one time?
In New York?
I did something in New York?
I'm just asking if you was talking about New York.
I don't remember what I did.
You did.
Damn. What? Tell us. You got to tell us that.
No, I don't remember what I did.
What?
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of rage on the road.
Blacked, I don't know.
You put the passenger in a position also when you do that.
Yeah.
I'm rolling regardless, but it's like.
I seen you almost assault the ticket, dude.
Oh, pause.
That wasn't my fault.
I'm just saying, I saw it.
I'm saying, he went.
Well, he was the
baited
the
you in,
street
and
ranger.
you took the bait.
touched me.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to touch me.
Yeah, true. Facts.
So I actually held back.
You actually did.
Yeah.
Let's acknowledge
That's
and
why I
clap
said
it up
almost.
for growth and maturity.
Because there was
and
a
being able
time.
to disarm people
Yeah.
with. There was a time when everybody, but we gonna clap it up.
Yeah,
for
so
that.
so we have to aim for peace. I don't even know how we
How
got
the
on
fuck
that.
did we get here?
I don't know.
How did we get here?
Right.
All right, next topic. That's why I was on my fucking phone. Let me next
Topics.
We got a topic. So, damn.
You
I
ready?
gotta
You ready?
see
Let's
We're
take
talking
a
about
break. Let's take a break before the next topic, and give our sponsors some love, and then we'll be back.
And now to our sponsors.
We'll be back with the Rat Hunters on the Black Smoke Podcast.
Smoke Podcast.
On November 4th, 2014, Washington, D.C. voters took to the polls and voted in favor of Initiative 71. To support this movement, we have created the I-71 Committee. The I-71 Committee is a nonprofit that advocates for equitable, fair, and socially conscious cannabis legislation in D.C. Placing social equity at the center of this legislation is the main thing that will have D.C. be a beacon of hope, prioritize the needs of D.C. residents.
The summer concert experience of a lifetime.
My name is Erykah Badu.
With the Grammy Award-winning Erykah Badu.
She gave me the life that I came to live.
Erykah Badu, like you've never seen her before. The music, the vibe of Erykah Badu with special guest Yasin Bey. The Follow Me Tour with Erykah Badu, July 13th in Capital One Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
The Black Smoke Podcast, hosted by Grindstone, Pinky Killer Corn, and P. Stew.
We live.
And we're back
We're back.
on the Black Smoke Podcast. Cast. Peace Stew coming through.
P stew, that stands for pasta stew, pizza stew.
Pizza stew.
The P is for pizza.
Yeah. Dan, would you eat pizza stew?
Yeah, I would.
Y'all are nasty.
I like Italian food. And I like stew.
I like stew.
Stew is the shit.
It
I'm
really
gonna make.
is.
I'm opening a spot called the P is for Pizza, and that's gonna be the thing. Yo, meet me down at the P. We going to the P.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have a section on the
Are you gonna have
menu.
gluten-free pizza
Section on
options?
the menu that says the P is for pasta. We'll have vegan pasta on there.
And
Yeah, you gotta
gluten-free.
have- and vegan pizza.
Gluten-free pizza.
I don't know, but how, like cauliflower?
No.
Man, you need to eat more
My
pizza.
baby has a gluten intolerance. Slightly.
Okay,
It
roll
just-
out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'm
Shit.
with that.
It's for
I'm with,
us
I'm with a
first.
healthy choice.
Yes. If you build it, it will grow.
2024 and a half. The P is for
Okay.
pizza.
So.
Let's go have a
So
bar,
speaking of-
little stage.
So speaking of pizza, we have in the Adams Morgan district of Washington, D.C., we have various places where people can get fast casual food or just simply fast food. Some of the places you can even sit down. And for that reason, we have a rat infestation that happens in the Washington, D.C. area. Despite the many, many ways that we've tried to circumvent this problem, they've all been ineffective, except for this one thing that we were privy to be on the scene to witness.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, it's commonly known as ratting.
Ratting? What is that?
This isn't the human ratting. This is by dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah, several terriers of many different types of terriers.
Breeds?
They're born to do that. They rat, they gopher, although I don't know if gopher is a verb, but ratting has now become a verb, not only in the human species, but in the rodent
I
phyla
really
as well.
enjoy how you use your verbs and nouns and pronouns.
Yes, they matter. I learned that by watching the Smurfs.
I learned it from Sesame Street. Back to the dogs, please.
I'm learning it now.
Yeah, so ratting is something where the rats. So 2 weeks ago, Pinky and I were on the street minding our business. Blitz.
La 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 la.
And
You did not have to say blitz.
there was a greyhound. Now, a greyhound is a rabbiter. Did you know that?
A rabbiteur?
Yes. They are bred to chase rabbits. And that pointy nose gets them to go where the rabbit goes. And they can chase the rabbit fast as grease lightning.
Grease lightning.
Yeah. And so But that's not even my Randy Swan voice. Hold on. Okay, so the terrier. Now I'm not sure if it was I know there was a Jack Russell. I don't know what other type of terrier that was. It looked like a schnauzer, but not a non-mini schnauzer. They smelled the rats. They rattled the garbage cans. The rats ran out, and 5 to 10 seconds,
mangled them.
They bite them in the chest, and the rat dies.
And then they throw them in the trash can. They're not left on the.
But like, is this like an unsanctioned thing, or this is just some super pedestrians that have?
Shout out to New York.
I think they're
it started there.
Speaking of New York, they got a rat czar in New York who makes like $160,000 a year to oversee the rat problem and to find new technologies and new ways of attacking the rat problem.
I think that we should adopt that same thing if it was hell yeah, because especially up here.
Yeah, she got
it's a
weird
lady?
obsession. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, but I think that.
But that needs to happen.
That shit needs. Okay, so what we were talking about, being a DC native, born and raised, uptown, northwest quadrant. My mother lived in northeast.
Wait, I thought we were about to go to the clip.
We go to the clip. These rats are a problem. The dogs are definitely necessary, but we need like 100,000 million more. So if you guys have
Feels
dogs,
like it'll end up being a dog problem, but let's go. Let's check out the clip and see some of these rat hunters at work in the Washington, D.C.
Do you want to present
area.
it in your new voice, not
Yes.
Randy? What's this guy's name?
hunters.
Ted? And so Ted Grindstone is going to explain to you guys.
Yeah, so coming up right now, it was captured first by WUSA 9. It was beamed out to Fox and many other networks, as well as YouTube and whoever else is streaming and interested in this problem. You'll be able to see where we saw firsthand the ratting of Adams Morgan.
The ratting of Adams Morgan.
Peace.
He got it. Good teamwork. It takes these dogs less than 10 seconds to shake and kill a rat. See him? Got him. Got it. It takes poison up to 5 days. Did he get one? Yeah. He got another one. Good, Henry. That was sick. Urban hunting. Literally, you could just take your dog out and do it. Get. He came out.
No, that's crazy.
There it is. He got it. He got it.
Thank you. Get it. Love you.
Let's get them.
On Patrol with the Rat Hunters. Stream now on WUSA 9+.
Wow.
And we're back.
Wow.
Did they just get us? They can still see us?
What an amazing night.
That's intense.
So yes, that was like really random. That was reality, and that is what happens when you live in DC, especially uptown, northwest quadrant, northeast quadrant.
I just feel like if one of them dogs bite a person, you should look at the person.
I feel like they don't know.
That means that person got some rat in them.
Ooh.
Oh,
you shouldn't get mad at the dog.
So
if one of them dogs
right.
bite a person,
yeah, they got some rat in them.
Check the person. Don't check the dog. Rat hunters.
Oh shit!
But seriously though,
how do you feel about that as a solution?
Okay, so I think it's an effective solution. I think it allows the dogs to have fun.
Can I ask some analytical data questions? On average, on a daily average, how many of these rats can these dogs?
We don't work for them.
No. That night they killed over 100.
So does that mean? Okay, is there too many rats?
Hell yeah!
Stu.
I'm just saying, like, you
listen,
think the dog thing? Like, how many dogs are we going to need to actually put a dent in this program?
I think that some help is better than no help, but
well, rats multiply super quick.
For a lot of years.
Like they
that some help ain't getting.
They multiply super quick, so
it
like
ain't stopping the population. The population is still increasing.
What would be most effective is if they stop digging into the ground and doing construction all the time. But that's not going to stop because that's where we are. Last one shoot. Like I was saying to you earlier, being uptown, northwest, or anywhere where when they first, back in the day when they first made these subways and shit, you're literally digging into the ground and all this shit is just they coming out. It's rats.
Yeah.
It's like you could see it. There was no Instagram or any social media, nothing back then. But my mother and them used to have meetings at Bruce Monroe about the shit, and like it's a rat infestation. I don't think that the new residents, the transplants or the people
ding
know about that.
We
shit.
got some Lance trivia. Lance rat trivia. What DC politician? Text me that. Oh, you gonna tell us the answer? What DC politician started as a fighter of rats?
Teddy Roosevelt. Is it Teddy Roosevelt?
Nope.
DC politician?
Oh shit, that nigga lives on 60th Street.
Is Teddy Roosevelt from DC?
I mean, how many rats was around when Teddy Roosevelt was around? I don't think the rats was a problem back then like it is
Stop
now.
doing construction and leave us alone. We won't have these fucking rats.
Anthony Williams.
Nope.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna say Marbury for already asked.
Ding 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 ding
Thank you, What I win? I need to win something.
You get a free toke.
No,
of
I
the
want some
smoke.
smacks. I want some smacks.
You get
I
a
want
free toke of the black
no,
smoke.
I want some of that smacks.
Ding 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 ding. Lance trivia. Lance got to give you the gift. It's his trivia.
Nah, still gonna give it to me. I want this smack.
No, but it seems like it seems like a very easy it seems like a very easy solution, right? Like if you take
Shout out to Marbury.
If you take dogs
Forever out, man.
Forever life.
If you take
forever.
dogs to rattle these trash cans and to go in these alleys like twice a week, and you find like neighborhoods and restaurant areas and in areas that are like kind of like heavily.
They gotta fund it. They gotta fund it because I don't see that happening on a consistent long-term basis. I don't see that being a practical long-term solution to the problem. But that video was cool. It looks fun. You know what I'm saying? But I just, you gotta find. I don't see and you can't put it on the residents. Like it's got to be like a city thing where they acquire some rat dogs on a mass level and they go out. In shifts.
I think that
it can't be on the residents going out just doing it
but
on
they can
their
totally
own.
do
But
that.
I think that there should be some structure added to. I think this
From
is
the-
a great
from the
start.
pound,
Like
yeah.
this is like a startup on their
I mean,
own, and
yeah.
it should be because as a resident of this area, not too far from here, where they do it at. Because I was like, next you should do where I live. I ain't gonna say it on this motherfucking junk.
Because if
But
you
not
do the
too far.
math on how rats
I think something is
reproduce,
better than nothing.
sheesh.
Yeah, but you kill some pregnant rats.
Them hunted.
And
How
that's-
you know?
Like something is better than nothing.
Yeah,
this is
true.
an example of that.
And see, like
Because doing nothing is
I disagree with
no.
something
Look,
better.
all right, so
in general.
No, so here's some data.
No shade. It's
In
like,
general,
if you
that ain't
live
the
out
only
there-
place I live.
No,
What the
look, but look.
No, I'm
There you
saying,
go,
like-
try to curve me on
No,
Waldorf.
I'm not.
I'm
This is
just
not
saying
even
in
about that.
general,
field mice.
But
there's something that's better than
Those
nothing.
are field mice. But
Don't
what I'm
always
saying is, what I'm
fly.
saying is,
Sometimes
something is better than nothing. You can't complain about the something when there's nothing being done.
Them hunted
Something
rats.
has to be done.
No, I'm
So
not
if they
complaining
kill
about the
3 of
something.
them, I
I'm just saying
appreciate
that's
them.
not a long-term solution.
No, so look.
It's not going to affect the
but look, but look.
population.
All right, so
trying to
in
make
my
it that.
so
We're not we.
I got a cat from this place that gives this program that gives feral cats, right? Instead of killing them, they like sit them there. If somebody wants a feral cat, you get to get it, but like they don't. I had this cat since 2019. I haven't touched it yet. Like I can't even get close enough to touch
And
it.
what happens? You feed them. Your garden is allowed to be protected.
Yeah,
your,
I feed,
your,
and
your
I don't,
shit
and there ain't
grows.
no rats in the
And this is
backyard, and no rats around in the alley. But like when they were doing all that construction, it was just like the rats were so comfortable they was walking.
So what will never stop is the construction. So what will also never stop is what? The rats come out of the ground. You're fucking with them. So people who listening to this and want to defend the rats, we didn't decide to bother their territory. The people from other areas are coming in here, building,
Who's
constructing.
defending the rats? Some people say that the rats
No,
need
some
to
people
say.
are so much. Some people are animal lovers to a
Oh.
sense where they actually care about what's
Is
happening with the
rat
rats.
really considered an animal? I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, you eat it with
so-
mumbo sauce and you go to the crib.
Also,
Hey.
little batter.
But look though, so the difference is, right, speaking on the feral cat situation, on the south side, it's not as many rats, it's not as many restaurants, it's not as much going on. But they got endless cats on the south side for whatever reason. The feral cats are there. So I mean, I done met some of the most thorough cats in Southeast because I'm scared of cats. So on the south side, from the farms, I don't know if it's they can shut that shit down. I hope them cats still there.
Yeah.
But it's cats on the south side.
And there's
When
no
you move
cats in Georgetown. There's hella rats in Georgetown.
When you go to the north and northwest
Hella
and
rats.
northeast quadrant and shit, you have more rats. It's just from me being here for the years I've been here, 20 something odd, you know. I've seen the rest do their job.
Nah, facts.
So what would you recommend?
Was that a sound like?
The rat packs is deep in DC. I ain't gonna hold you.
So I think it's kind of dope. And then like I've seen one joint where they kill like 300 rats in like 40 minutes.
That's good.
Can we clap it up for them? If you're at home and you're listening, if you live in any quadrant where the rats are a problem, you should be clapping it up. I want to buy these cats and dogs food. I want to.
Yeah.
Cause I fuck with them.
Yeah.
They're helping me.
All heroes don't wear capes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them kill rats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love those dogs.
Them dogs was having
Protect
fun,
those
boy.
dogs by all,
That was like
at all costs.
Born for that. They was.
And they're also having fun, and they're doing what they weren't like bred to be in the house. All
Right.
dogs, even though they're cute and look like it, they were they were made to do that type of shit. So if you allow them to do that, that's like helping them, you going for a walk, you helping me, you helping us. Like, come on now.
Right on. Let's get it. Rat hunters to the rescue.
Hunters,
you know what I'm
rat
saying? Hey, super producer Lance, we got that video queued up. We're gonna get into the Black Smoke video spotlight of the week, and then after that, we're gonna talk some shit about DC and artists and home and leaving home and DC and the industry
and the vapors.
You gotta leave to get love
it's a
and
trip.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I say no, and to stand on that, we're gonna show some love to a DC artist right here, Bo Young Prince, with the video spotlight. He just dropped this new joint for his new single. It's called "You Get Me," right here on the Black Smoke Podcast.
You Get Me.
This ain't crank too.
Twist up your vibes, come and wine with me. I'm off the loud, I'm drinking the Hennessy. You love my style, I'm not like the men you see. You getting wild, be moving right to the beat. Adventure in your life, girl, that's what you see. Work every week, consuming all your energy. The end of week, your visions, they include the beach. It's not the reach, my guy, baby, help me see. Heavenly, your skin tone looking heavenly. We sweat and see, you're sweeter than a cup of tea. Progress with me, until another level. We was meant to be, this feeling that was meant for me. You're working that, look at how you arch your back. You throw it back, I catch it, baby, we connect. You're working that, look at how you arch your back. You throw it back, we catch it, baby, we connect. Hey, I don't wanna flex, but you get me. She rubbing on my chest, that you get me. All about my checks, do you get me? Grooving while I step, do you get me? I don't wanna flex, but you get me. She rubbing on my chest, do you get me? I'm all about my checks, do you get me? Grooving while I step, 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 do you get me? I'm grooving while I step, do you get me? I'm grooving while I step, do you get me? I'm grooving while I step, do you get me? She walking up to me, yeah, she get me. Girl, I take my drink straight up. Baby, I can keep my weight up. Told you that I was a player.
Yeah, shout out Bo, man.
Video spotlight of the week, Black Smoke Podcast. Make sure you get that. That's available everywhere. Music is streamed. Shout out to Bo. Shout out to GMG's own Jake the Snake, Big Jake.
Yes, Jake.
On the visuals, directed by Bo Young Prince himself. You know what I'm saying?
We had London in there. Fuck with London.
That's what I mean. Shot in DC on 8th Street. Shout out to Lydia. All homegrown. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for the homegrown.
So if you live somewhere, if you were to relocate that had nothing to do with the circumstance that relocated you, you're just like, you know what, I'm going to relocate because I want to. Where would that be?
I would not relocate, and period. You can go ahead, Stu. Oh, if I had to?
I mean, if there was a number two, I see. Like,
there was a number two.
Like Prodigy was like,
if there was a number
the Real
two,
Listen Foundation.
I'm torn in between.
Couldn't pick a better location.
It would be between, based off where I've been, it would be between LA or like California, maybe California, period.
That's too big.
All right, nigga.
It's her answer.
I mean, but where?
Thanks, dude. I
Let's say
appreciate
no,
this.
Earth.
Because if you're not,
LA.
if you're not watching, you know, this man, he trying.
No,
to
but I just want to know. But the why is important too.
The answer is I don't fucking know, but I would think based on what I do and how I live and what I want to do and what I'm doing, it would be between LA and Atlanta. Now, I'm gonna pick LA because I can't. Atlanta would be. I think it'd be sweet for me. It'd be easy.
What's the criteria? Like, what's it based on? Like,
based on what you consider.
Yeah, I think
quality
that I
of
can
life
thrive.
in
I
whatever
think
way.
that I can
Okay.
thrive there. That the houses, you know, is cheaper. I don't know, but I just feel like it's like I can do me there.
I'm going to Jamaica. I'm out. I'm going simple life, island on the water, rafting, eating fish, lobster, and patties every day.
Yeah, I'm going simple too. I'm going Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Weed, smoke weed every day. You know what I'm saying? Smoke weed
I'm gonna have
every
to
day.
send you that weed because they ain't got the best.
America's tricky, you know.
I'm gonna
like
bring it with me. I'm at that Smacks with me. You
That's
already
what I'm
know.
saying. But how long you gonna have?
You know
I'm
what
gonna have to
saying?
send you.
I'm
Some.
gonna have.
So look, when you give me
endless.
how about this? When you give me this,
In
I'm
abundance.
gonna save the rest
Nah,
and
I got
send it to
something
you.
else for you. That's the magic jar.
But you know when you like
stew magic.
So when you think
jar
about where
right
else,
here.
when you think about like where else you would live,
Bahamas, only because
see,
that's my
what I'm
other
talking
hood
about.
in real life.
So what would it be like? What would the life be there? Like what?
So shout out Mayo, shout out all my Sand Trap, period. Think
Like when you think beyond the vacation, what would like a
it's
Wednesday be
it's,
like?
there is I can get on top of the jet skiing. The people that I know there, I've known since they was like kids and now we are adults. I've been going there since I was younger. So they went from going to the store for us to having their own jet ski to owning their own company. So I would just add to or learn from their situation and get my own jet ski to get my, you living off the tourism. But the only reason why I don't want to do that is because hurricanes. So most of the places that I like, hurricanes.
Yeah, see, and that's why.
So that's why I
like
wanna
weather's
stay
a
in
big
DC.
play. Weather's a big
So
play.
you have
like,
to say Costa Rica.
it's
you
not
can say these
hurricanes in
places,
Costa
but
Rica. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't.
Well, in reference to your first answer of Atlanta or LA, because you
For
were
what I'm
thinking of,
doing.
I was about to say
Thinking about
because
how
you're
I'm
thinking
living
about
now.
professionally, so
Yeah.
that
I feel like those are destinations when I'm done doing what I'm doing in that place. But I have to be realistic with my shit.
yeah, no doubt. But speaking of being in the industry and doing what you do, and being in arts, entertainment, like all of us are, media. I see like shout out to Dior, Ashley Brown, the whole DC Music Summit. They've been doing this campaign going around, basically posing the question of, do you have to leave DC to get love? And I know that's a industry question. That's a question mainly for like artists and people in the industry, and like, how do you feel about that? Do you
So are
feel
you
like
asking me that question?
Yeah, I'm asking, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like
Do I have to leave DC to get love? I would say yes, but for me, no. And I might be one of the rare people that I get love. I can live in DC. I feel like I am Chuck Brown-esque. I aspire to be that way. Like, I can be good here. I can't. If shit hit the fan, I would get a job based off who I am and what I've put into the city in another type of situation. I think that's true, but it doesn't apply to me personally. But my answer is yes. I think that you do have to leave DC based on how it is to get your recognition. Like, they don't respect you until we were talking to Rahan earlier.
Yeah.
He's a magician, and he like
The only
it's like
place
perception.
the only place I hear people not saying that is like Dallas, Houston, and
Oakland?
No, Oakland fools got to bounce.
But y'all be loving y'all shit.
I know. Well, you just gotta go somewhere different. Oakland, you could even go to LA.
So
and
maybe
then
I
come
just
back
keep
up.
my eye on my paper and get my A.
that's
And then
like going from
what I
DC to Maryland?
Nah, but it's 6 hours. It's like a different life.
It's a bigger region, so it's more
it's like-
distance. but
yeah, like he was fucking it up in LA. Oh, for real? Damn, I'm celebrating.
Yeah,
with my
But
LA.
based on how long
exactly.
you've been here in the industry,
But in
what's your answer to that
so
question?
my answer is like, okay, I'll put it like this, like, and I talk about this amongst my peers in the industry here. Being in the industry here has been frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It's a frustrating market, a frustrating region industry wise for certain facets of the industry. For
What's the frustrating
for
part?
rap, for personalities, radio, media. The frustrating part is I think that we don't get that national recognition here that other people and talents from other markets get coming out of
And
their
why do you
markets.
think that is?
And I think it could be, I'm trying to analyze it daily. I think size is one thing. I think even down to like us breaking it down to the DMV has even made the pot smaller, now. I think it's created like, the goal was to make the pot bigger. You know what I'm saying? And we all come together, but now everybody wants to make sure that that
so let me
exactly
ask you
where
both a
they
question.
from, and
it's I'm as an artist from here. I'm torn in between the two. Am I proud of where I'm from, or am I trying to include other places or other motherfuckers into where I'm from? So the thing is, if we play for the same team, okay. We play for the same team, we together. But at the end of the day, when I go home and I celebrate, I'm going home with my motherfucking home. And where I'm from is where I'm from. So Big G always say, shout out Big G, Backyard Band, be proud of where you from. I'm proud. It's nothing against any other place ever, but I am proud of Washington, D.C.
Right.
I appreciate Maryland, appreciate Virginia, and that's cool. But I am from DC, so don't take offense. And I feel like I'm right on that cusp where that where it's like, because before, Mike Bell, UCB, he said, stop tripping. Now they saying DMV. Shit, I used to pay my tickets at the DMV. That's different. Before this shit was here, there was no DMV. So the DMV is like where you pay your tickets at. I get it. The shit that this is how I feel. It was designed, I guess, to bring us together. While we're together as a team, I'm still from where I'm from. I'm still gonna represent where I'm from.
and that's fine. And that's fine for everybody. Like everybody represents where they're from.
I ain't taking certain shit
You know
on
what I'm
my
saying?
No, so I feel that same way about Oakland, but it wasn't until I left till they started calling it the Yay area, the Bay. It was not inclusive. It was like if you was going to Frisco, like it was kind of like, oh, you're over there.
But it's like that everywhere. It's territorial, but that's how we are.
But then when that motherfucker
it's
E40,
only us too.
When E40 said,
it don't
us
be
meaning black people,
black and brown.
Yes.
Yeah, that's only our culture that does
in
this.
Boston, them white people be separating themselves if you're a Southie or if you're like depending on part of Boston. you're from.
Yeah, like that's
They be tripping.
inner Boston shit. But a cat from Boston will go and set up shop in wherever another state and be good and be accepted. It's like it's different in our culture. We're way more territorial in our culture when it comes to like industry.
No,
and,
so look,
and
so what
things like
E40
that.
did in that, I don't know if it was a drop or a song, but it was like, yeah, area. Just that shit right there, it made everybody fuck with the whole area. Joint.
Okay, but that's music. So let's say this.
No,
All right.
but even like places. So I used to date a girl in high school. She lived
It came from his saying that in that song.
What do you mean?
So him stepping that came from a song, from some shit he said in music.
I don't know if it was from a song or if it was like a radio drop. I don't know.
However it is, it came from something that most people who are into, say you're not into that. Say you just a Joe Blow from the liquor store, but you from where you from.
Yeah.
So you're not hearing that. If it comes from, however, all you know is I'm from here. Let's say there's no representation like you repping your shit. You just like, I'm not from there. So I'm not from Virginia. I'm not from Maryland.
No, but that's
I'm
how it
from
was
DC.
though. What I'm saying, like when he said that, it became bigger than music. And so like now the Bay fucks with the Bay.
And that's
so like in high
what we
school.
see.
Yeah, so like in high school, I dated this girl. She lived in this spot called Brentwood. It seemed like Brentwood is on the cusp of every damn city. And that shit was hella far. So the fact that me and my boys were from Oakland, we go out there and be like, oh, it would either be like, oh, they're from Oakland, or I'm scared of them, they're from Oakland. But it was such division. You know what I'm saying? And so like now it's just really not like that. It's not that same kind of thing. And it was just a mindset. Even in the movie Wild Style, that came out in 1980, the first joint about hip hop, the dude, Fab Five Freddy, wanted to take them to Manhattan so bad. And he was like, look, you can come get the money in Manhattan because this graffiti that you're doing is art. Like, you know, come on, leave the Bronx and come do this art in Manhattan. You could sell it at the galleries. I was like, man, I ain't going to Manhattan. I ain't going to but they were like, I ain't going over there. But now, me not being from New York, that shit is the 5 boroughs, right?
Yeah.
It's still, I think it's still both. I think it's the 5 boroughs, but I wholeheartedly see where Harlem, Bronx represents Bronx, Brooklyn represents Brooklyn, and there's still those lines there. You know what I'm saying? In general, you know what I mean. But
so do you think
I just think it's a numbers game. I think it's a numbers game. Those places which we just talked about is millions and millions and millions and millions of people out here.
What about in the DMV in the DC?
When you stretch it all the way down to like, King's Dominion and then up to like crazy. Frederick and all that. then we probably got a few million. But when you're talking about really just the metro, like where the metro goes, it's probably 500,000 to maybe 800,000, 900,000 people. So back to the subject at hand,
right? Can you make it? Do you make it when you leave? Is it easy? I have to say yes. I think I'm one of many. It depends on what making it to you is also. Like
when people going to pay and not hate.
And I have to say this, and I'm thankful to everybody. I don't get that. And maybe because I assumed that, or maybe because I don't know, but however it is, I'm so thankful for it, but I don't get that. Like, I feel like, why would I leave? And you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
How you feel about, did you see that movie?
I'm going to leave and come back, but why would I leave and go stay somewhere where I can walk
opportunity.
I can walk. I mean, no, I'm just saying. I understand that. I'm not that close-minded.
You familiar with P.D. Green's story?
Yes.
All right. P.D. Green had an opportunity to be tremendous, but I never understood the truth about this. But he was kind of like, "Fuck that. Why do I have to be bigger than here?"
And maybe because
and I don't understand if he was afraid or if he was standing for something. I don't know what that was about.
Maybe he was in my. Maybe I'm just saying. Maybe he felt like me. Like I leave and I come back. I leave. I represent me when I go anywhere. Even if I go to the ends of the earth, I'm still gonna be DC till I die.
Yeah.
Right. But in all actuality, when you're trying to be an artist of anything of whatever, it is more respected. It works better when they see you. It's perception. And I think like you said earlier, with anything, if they see you leave and he in LA, he going this, now I can come back home and charge this and that.
She's been encouraged to do the Bow Wow challenge.
Yeah, I've been encouraged to do that. I guess I've been places where they tell me, take a picture right there in my career earlier, and I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do that for?
Right.
Like, why would I do that?
Tell them you went there. Right now,
I'm not. All I am is what the fuck I am.
Yeah.
And so what I am is a product of Washington, D.C. Now, let's say this DMV shit works as it's supposed to. Like you said, it came. No, because it's always a division. Like you thought about Oakland, a division, separation. And me, I'm not now as where I'm at. I'm not disregarding the other two regions. And I love when I'm watching a TV show and I can hear somebody from the area, right?
Right.
They could be from Maryland. When they say area or certain things, I'm like, okay, they might gotta be from the area. So then that's when I'm like, okay, they from the area. So I ain't gonna assume DC, could be Maryland, could be Virginia. But then you have some parts of both parts that's completely talking different.
No, so look how crazy this is, right? So coming from California, going to Hampton University, I don't know if it still happens now, but I'll be like, oh, where you from? I'm from DC. Okay, what part? Oxon Hill. Okay, now I'm not knowing. Oh, what part? Fredericksburg. I'm not knowing.
Okay, so
that's why that's what fueled the DMV. That's what started because it was when people left that they did it, and then the word got back, and they come back home.
Your peoples might be from DC. You might have moved to their place or whatever, right? So.
I think it was easier.
No, what I appreciate now is I remember on the press before this. I remember before this DMV shit as an artist and a native from here. Mm. There's a couple of good Maryland men. I can't remember, who was like, I'm from Maryland, right?
I really like the fact that Logic did that with Gaithersburg.
I respect anybody from anywhere who's proud of where they're from, especially in the heat of a bunch of motherfuckers who's trying to claim something that they not from, right? So you had a couple of good men, and we was throwing shows back then, so we got them together, right? Be proud of where you're from. If I was not from here, I don't give a fuck if I was from that plant I'm proudly from this motherfucking plant.
Yeah.
We representing that. We got some shit going on in this plant. We gonna stick on
Well,
this
that's what
shit.
makes Too Short such a dominant, unmatchable figure in California, because even going down to LA, my cousin would introduce me to his friends as, this is my cousin from San Francisco. And I would be like, well, I'm from Oakland. But he was thinking, don't nobody know what Oakland is. But you know where the Raiders, the A's, you know, he would like be trying to put something on it. And I'd be like, nah, nigga, we from Oakland.
I think that
And then so like Too Short being like just standing flat-footed on that, he got the whole city. And now it's a trip how popular Oakland is.
Exactly.
Now people know what Oakland is. You know, that's crazy.
So what if Oakland would have been like, nah, we the LA Oakland. No. And respect my mind. Right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from anywhere else but Washington, D.C. I'm not from the surrounding areas.
So is that an
I
underdog?
respect
Is that
them.
an underdog mindset? Because I know the Oakland one is an underdog.
Yeah, before we came together, one thing about it is DC, they've always, and I don't want to sound like that, but I have to say the fucking truth. They've always bit our style, taking our music, we get no respect and all that, or no recognition. And also because we don't recognize ourselves and don't fucking recognize the other motherfuckers to come together and build us up. But end of the day, I'm from DC. I'm not from those other areas. And that's just that.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's all respect to everybody,
I
but
think
that's
you could be
not what-
proud of where you from, and we can all like support each other and get along and make shit bigger.
Like I said, be on the
and
same
better
basketball
and
team,
grow
but you
and
from somewhere
grow
else,
the
I'm from somewhere else, we win
audience.
together.
Like it's too much separation, so the audiences are smaller. So you know, artists. That's why artists from this area got to leave and you know get popping in other areas and other
We know some-
ways to
but I can
increase
say
the
this in a
audience. You know what I'm
positive thing.
saying? Rico
Every time I went to
Nasty,
LA or anywhere
Wale, like you know, Shy. You know, they all had to leave. You know, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Even the singers, they all left.
Marvin Gaye.
But once you get in DC, DMV, I'll say this, DMV artists or people outside of DC, they stick together like the weather. Anytime you're, especially LA to me.
You saying
when-
DC artists when they go somewhere else?
When they go somewhere else,
Oh, yeah.
or it's like jail. You get what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
shit, look, we ain't got no fucking choice but to be
Right.
together, so we together. It's like, you be in the store, I was in the store and they could hear me talk and say water. I guess I wasn't saying water. Say water.
Water.
Say water.
Water.
Okay. Stu is live squad motherfucking yeah.
But that makes y'all East Coast.
But it's like, no. But I'm just, it's specific things that makes you from the area,
Are you from
right?
the South or the East Coast?
I'm from Washington, D.C., they're from uptown.
That shit ain't even on the map. Like when I first came here, I didn't even know. Like I was like, what is it? What does it look like? You know, like
That's my point, though. That goes.
Where's the place?
That goes back to what I think the issue is. It's not even an issue. It's just a numbers thing. It's
It would be small.
the District of Columbia is 9 square miles, 4
9
miles
square
of
miles
parks.
that they come and take shit from
Four
and leave.
yeah, like you said, underdog. You know what I'm saying? So that's the, but like 9 square miles, 4 miles of parks, the numbers are small. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, it produces some of the best and most like innovative art.
Wait, does that
forms.
leave 5
You know
square
what I'm
miles
saying?
of living space?
Yeah, 6.
We can
5
run
to
this
6.
motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't run it if it's 100 motherfuckers coming in here constructing and obstructing and digging up
That's
rats.
more fans.
They not fans.
They're only
they
fans.
fucking just, they not only fans. They're
Now
coming
they
in here
running
and say,
shit. That's why there's bike
they're
lanes
coming
everywhere
in-
now.
I mean, hold on. We got
But yo, we
Lance, can I do like this to him more air?
yo, we got to get out of here, man. Yo, Black Smoke Podcast.
We gotta go run
Live
this
stream
5 square
every
miles.
Thursday. We got to remind the people, man. June 13th, big show, big show
13th,
season.
June 13th.
June 13th is Songbird, Peace in the Air. It's going down real heavy. Get your tickets right now for the low, you know?
Yes. Where do they get the tickets?
Songbird DC. SongbirdDC.com.
For June 13th.
Go to Songbird's
That's a
website, grab
Tuesday,
them
so
up.
you have to get a babysitter. Set that up.
Click the link in our
Sooner than
bios.
later.
Get your tickets.
Yes.
That's all
7
I got.
to 11.
What y'all got? That's all I got.
Be proud of where you from. Be proud of who you are. Don't worry about it. Do you. Keep your eye on your paper. Get your straight A. Look up. You'll be okay. That's Killer Corn. Boom.
Boom,
I
boom.
got the power I got.
We belong. Black Smoke Podcast. We out till next Thursday.
The Black Smoke Podcast, hosted by Grindstone, Pinky Killer Corn, and P. Stew.